Brook Road Rippy over at Young's Dairy on Saturday morning, the 24th of August. I think it's Bob Poole, Orphan Carshow. And it's kind of good that we have Orphan Carshow for all the companies that went out of business, because there's probably more companies that went out of business than companies building cars. Here we go, the Saturn, which was a huge train wreck for the manufacturing industry. They even tried to swindle Honda out of building motors for them for a while before Honda told them to forget it. GM, just a joint venture. They were pulling a swindle on the dealerships and the buyers with their no haggle prices. And so this is a Pontiac, probably one of the better, like a Cadillac. It's just probably a matter of time before they quit building Cadillac the way General Motors operates. And so yeah, they dropped the Cadillac or the Pontiac. And here's a Solus. I remember that was a big hit when it came out. I went up there. No, that's actually a Saturn. Okay. Very wild. A Saturn Sky. So long forgot about that. Wow. 2007 Saturn Sky. Wow. In red. So I asked the lady about the show that seemed different. She said it's usually in September. And this is the end of August. But they still made it happen. And it's still here. She asked me if I had any questions, so I thought of something. So here's an automobile I'm not aware of. Looks foreign. Q-Vale Modena. A nice little sports car from 2001. I have no idea until it's just very yellow. And this is a McLaren, ASE McLaren. And that's your old 442. Almost the Indy Pace year or something next door, but that's what a McLaren is, guys. It looks like a Ford Escort. Yep. Not a whole lot to that guy. A Mustang too, which the automobile manufacturing is a global thing, so there's a motorcraft thing right on there. Use genuine motorcraft parts on your McLaren. My grandpa bought one of these in red with a 429 engine because it had a big trunk. So I'll go around and look at this trunk. Second owner. That's ours was in one family, and my brother put it in a demolition derby. They might have had the plastic on the seats like that too, like an old lady would have. But they hold feed home from the mill, and this car has such a big trunk in it. And you didn't have four-wheel drive Dodge pickups back then. So bought the Marauder. Got the feed for the cattle on the way home from town. Everybody was happy. Well, I'll just stop it right there. Here's a tri-powered. Yeah, I tried not to have too many coffees before I left today. Yes, everything in moderation here. Yes, that car right there, actually, when you gassed on it, the engine would break the motor mount, and the throttle would lock wide open, and you'd run it into a building and kill yourself practically. Total the car. I know people who've had them. They bought them new back in '64, and the throttle stuck wide open.
I use Croyle.
Total the car. The brand new car. This car has a modern day engine in it. The big block is a Chevy. Should not even be in the show. Because, well, Chevy did go out of business, so maybe they should have Chevys here. But yeah, more General Motors junk pieces here that they pawned off on Americans. A Triumph and a Corvair, which was deemed unsafe. Some more Triumphs over here. We're getting towards the back. A Ford Thunderbird. Shouldn't be here again. But other than them quitting the T-Bird model, because they stiffed the T-Bird owners. The largest automobile manufacturer in the world is Volkswagen. So this looks like a Studebaker pickup, the blue one. I like the blue one a little better, but this one, and it's a Hudson pickup truck in silver with that crazy looking engine with the 2 air filters. Like this car, which I'm surprised he's not in Plain City because they have a show today, and we were seeing those cars in Plain City. I think these are the same ones. Another Hudson and another T-Bird. So they're kind of throwing the T-Birds into the Orphan show, thinking T-Bird was kind of its own like a Corvette's its own car, and that's why they're here. This guy has a scooter, and there's plenty of those antique cars would make it here. We know that, well, they're Plymouth, so I'm kind of borderline on if cars should be here or not. But then would you have any cars here if they weren't? And that's what they have to do, is decide. There's Plymouths here, beautiful Plymouth automobiles. This one is not a highlighter green, but some kind of a yellow with a lime look to it. And they would really, the plum crazy, they like their colors. Here's a Plymouth. Another Plymouth. Is this an Edsel? I think it is. Almost a division of Mercury. The Plymouth Barracuda of 1969. And a family car there by Carshow Corporation. Another Edsel with a cattle dog. And an American Motors with a V8 engine. And the Gold Duster over here at the end. The special edition Gold Duster, which we call that the Golden Monkey. My screen's flickering. I think I got a bad connection, and I think it might be flickering my videos. I'm not sure, but they made 1,500 Gold Dusters, honey gold paint, and it's an original car. They call it a reptilian top, almost like an alligator skin. Nice, a nice survivor. It's in its original form. So that's really what we're here to see. And there was a Gremlin up there, I think it was called. An original car, stuck as a rock. And that bent seat in him, you know, it's such a piece of junk. And how it survived this long is incredible, because it was so poorly made. Just amazing. The Golden Monkey here at Young's Dairy. Thanks for joining me and watching my videos, everyone. Rippy.